Hello everybody and welcome back to the Adventures in Silvernell, the homebrewed fantasy world setting for our online game of Dungeons & Dragons 5e. I'm your Game Master, Scott Nicholson. Hello! Here with some of my favorite players. Let's go ahead and say hi to them before the intro. Let's start with Margaret Alice. Andrew Krug. Where are you? Michael Jackson.
I'm right here.
Dixie been drinking.
Alyssa Causey.
Hello.
And Erica Webb.
Hi.
Alright, this is Campaign 4, Princesses of Power, Episode 9. We'll see everybody after the intro.
For almost 300 years, the great authoritarian immortal dragonlord Alvin has ruled over the material realm of Silvernell. His fear of the water has kept him above the silver seas, yet he found an alliance with the evil mermaids of Eudothia to carry out his bidding. Over the years, the Genasies of the underwater kingdom of Azir have narrowly fought back the mermaids thanks to its just ruler, King Thrine, and his daughters. But times are changing. Olivine has died. The world of Silvernell is reborn. This is the story of a kingdom after war.
Welcome back, everybody. Tonight, if you're watching us on Twitch, don't forget, the more you watch and comment and raid and share, you can gain Rooter points. And at the bottom in the chat, there's an option to buy things that happen in the game. Like you can give our players advantage, disadvantage, make crazy things happen, influence the game all you want. And if you're watching us on YouTube or Facebook, thank you so much. Like, subscribe, share, all those fun things to help us grow. Tune in on Fridays at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for Into the Expanse. This week we have a special guest, the first special guest of Into the Expanse. It's going to be pretty dope. Also, we have a Patreon you can check out. Look for the Adventures in Silvernell. And I believe that's all the stuff. So
I'm just so excited you said Eastern Daylight Time. Nobody gets that right.
I think I've seen you post about it enough on our messages that I'm like, oh, I got to remember to do that right now. Okay, let's get into it. Last time on episode 8, the princesses reconvened at Tuna Tavern and hit up Yugabu of the Salty Scar tribe. Over drinks, they learned the title lock that is used by Shaman Chunta on his secret box is 100% secure on the Shark Food Island unless you have a verbal code on the island. Arista sneaks off into Yugubu's home and steals a separate title lock and a box roughly the size of Chunta's box. She sneaks back into Chunta's hiding spot and switches out his secret box with a decoy. She then swims off into the sea while the rest of the princesses come face to face with Chunta in the whale yard. Chunta starts a suspicious fight with the princesses, but it's all short-lived as the princesses kick his sharkfolk ass and send his minions packing for the bay. But right before Chunta turns to water and slips away, he laughs and remarks he was merely distracting them. From what? Out in the Silver Seas, Arista has swam past the Sharkfolk waterline and removes the magic on Chunta's box. She finds the secret manifesto and stuffs it in her bag. But there, before her very eyes, a second pod of whales torpedoes by and destroys Agba's reef. This broken reef breaks the chain of magic with the grace of Safiri and ends the enhancement of magic all over Shark Food Island. Arista watches as the small island next to Sharkfolk Island descends into the sea and reemerges as the top fin of Safiri, the colossal shark. The princesses see from the whale yard, all of you see, Safiri's fin kind of go through the cheese and around, start circling the island. Time is counting down until everyone is shark food. You are standing in the whale yard. The sun is setting. Polo is nearby. His shell phone doesn't work. It's a quiet night of horror. welcome back.
Thank you.
Seer looks over at Mizu and she goes, "Oh my God! You ran and you hit something. Good job."
Thanks, sis.
And then she looked at Polo. Is there like a standard procedure for what to do when Safiri like paces out? Like, is there like a step one?
I am not prepared for this at all. I would tell you that, but I would imagine the tribal leaders would get together. Possibly
Where?
in Shalaria?
You guys really need better disaster planning.
Yeah, I
Can
ain't
you
just
your-
a tour guide.
Can you use your phone? Can you call them on the thing that you talk to?
Yes,
have
one
on your
moment.
cell phone?
Beep, beep, beep. The number you are trying to reach is out of service. No, I cannot.
No, it's probably connected. Okay, well that's not good. So towards Shillelagh.
Aria.
Shalaria. Let's go.
Okay,
she's
you
still
guys,
drunk. She's hold on.
you all make your way out of the very creepy, bone-scattered whale yard of the Dirty Fist tribe on the path back into Anchorage. As you get into Anchorage, there was a lot of people. You can see the remnants of where there was partying going on. Everyone was coming together after their jobs. The sun is almost fully set, but you see the dust clouds of everyone going back to their separate tribes. As you were coming out of Dirty Fist, some of the commoners were coming back into the tribe. And throughout the middle, starting back at Agba's Reef, all the way up the tallest mountain towards where a big building is, Agba's Temple, there is this huge purple crack that's got this bright pink glow in it all the way up. And throughout the whole crack, which maybe goes 15, 20 feet wide in the biggest spots and kind of then, like the earth just quaked right down the middle of the island. There are fish flapping out of water all throughout this crack, as if it is like maybe pushed water out of the way or something. And it's just hundreds of flapping fish trying to get water all the way up to Agba's Reef. As you see scattered amongst the trees and different walls and stuff, little bits of the magic around the town is going out and dying slowly. Beep, 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 beep. I guess we can go around, but we will have to jump in the water, and we will have to swim up again to the lake. But, and he points way down the river, and that crack goes right in the middle of the river that goes up to the lake, and water's kind of pouring in on both sides of the crack.
Is it a big crack?
Yeah, at that point it's at least 20 feet wide.
Oh, okay.
Polo immediately dives in the water, at least going towards the edge, taking you guys. You all swam before. Would you like to swim this time?
Yeah.
May as well, yeah.
Yeah, you all swim pretty easily. But as you get kind of that crack that goes right through the river, you need to get through it to go into the rock to come up through the lake. So it's 20 feet wide and water's pouring on both sides. So like the water's literally going like that.
Oh, it's like a chasm.
Yeah, it's like the water's going down into a chasm because the island has split, sort of, going up that direction.
Oh, this seems like it's this is the whole thing I was worried about with Chunta's like weird prep plan. Perhaps maybe the leaders is too late. Should we like try to figure out what's going on, or maybe like split up somewhere? I don't know, because it's 4 of us. Maybe we should, or 5. Sorry, Polo. Maybe some of us should go and try to see if we can like figure out what is causing this, and some other people go and talk to the leaders about what they're doing to fix this, just in case. I just feel like they like to talk around here and not really do much, and that just kind of stresses me out for problem solving. So I would like to not go to that group if possible. I would like to do something about this.
Perhaps if we are strong enough, we can just swim over the chasm. Otherwise, I could lead whoever wants to go to Shalaria.
Sisters, your opinions. Do you think Shalaria, or should we like try to investigate what's going on with whatever is attacking? I guess Sharkfoot Island, the magic, Agba's Reef. I suppose my brochure says.
I suppose it couldn't hurt for us to try to split up and figure out what's going on before we decide to do something about it.
Wait, is Arista back with us yet or no? She's not, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I
Let's
believe
go
it
pull
may
up.
be best if we at least try to find Arista, considering the chaos that's ensuing. It's only going to get harder from here.
Oh yeah, where would she be? Cool. Okay, well maybe that could be part of our investigation. Some people go in to talk to the leaders, and if Arissa's there, that's good. And some of us can go investigate the island, and if we find Arista, then that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Mizu's gonna turn to Celia and go, well, I guess it should be the two of us that have to go and talk to these leaders.
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. I am a representative here.
I mean, duh, why else do you think I would invite you first? That's like the only reason.
Well, I just haven't really been a real people person here, I guess.
Yeah, and that's where I come in, so you're welcome.
Okay, yeah, as long as you can cover me there, then yeah.
Yeah, she won't let anybody talk over her, so she'll definitely strong arm them in conversation. That'll be good.
Way off in
Alright.
the direction of the Salty Scar tribe, you see this big purple, or this big pink beam kind of go up into the air like it's going to shoot straight up to the clouds, but it just kind of flickers and goes out, and you hear big poof. The crack in front of you like disappears, and the earth's back together, and the river's kind of together, and it's just like little
Like it's trying
pink
to hold
energy, like it's trying to hold on.
Go, 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 go! Before we come to the chasm again.
All right, you swim across. Polo's like, you all swim across. You just hear way off in the distance, and a crack reforms, but it's completely different looking, but still
Okay.
roughly 20 feet wide, as if like the magic is literally the island breaking and coming back together, but you are on the other side. Polo will take you up through the lay. You will land in the sandy part in the middle of the Salty Scar tribe, and he will point towards the big temple that goes up of Shalaria. As you kind of all run towards that, Arista.
Fear and I don't go.
Oh, you don't go?
Yeah, I think we would jump over that crack, but they're going to Shalari, and I think we're going to try to go and investigate the crack or try to find Arista, and they're going to go like be political. So we're going to go do more look aroundies.
Gotcha. All right. We'll say then Celia and Mizu run towards it. You guys, where are you taking off? Are you still going to go into the Salty Scar tribe up through the lay?
I'm looking at this explosion, and I'm curious to know like if I want to run towards. Do I think that that's like the source of?
Well, this explosion,
magic-
when you were down at the water, you saw it in the salt, going to the direction of the Salty Scar tribe. But now you're in the Salty Scar tribe, so it could be anywhere.
Okay.
Roll an insight check.
I can do that. Open this thing. Okay, I rolled in that one.
Everything's new.
Can I give
Anything
it a
else would
shot
be
since
great.
I'm there?
Huh?
Can I give it a shot since I'm there?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm stressed by all the magic. I'm like, wow, it's so powerful.
It is insight, right?
Yes.
There.
Get a really good plus with that.
27.
Okay,
I guess.
There you go.
Seer was just looking in the other direction, kind of looking at the sprawl of town. You're kind of in the opposite side as it's like cameras moving around you guys in the middle of town. You do obviously see Shalaria right there with little pieces falling off and stuff. It's got a glowish pink glow from the inside that looks like the same pink as that big light beam that went up before. Probably happened in there. It probably happened with the grace of Safiri that's in there.
I'm going to kind of like tap Seer and like point out, if anything, that's probably the origin where everything started. It seems to be
As you
either
see
coming from or leading to.
Celia and Mizu running inside that temple.
And so if we see them, I think then I'm going to assume that they're going to handle that. And I just don't want to go in the same direction as them if we're trying to like split up. So perhaps just going in the opposite direction just to kind of see if we can find anything else that is new. If we understand what that is, we're like, okay, that's that we understand that. Like they're
so
going
kind of in
there.
the middle
Great.
of the square, so you would see this as you go the other direction. You're going to go into like the residential area and eventually come upon like a guardhouse that's at the tall edge because the Salty Scar is the highest. It's on like the rocks of the cliffs. So you'll come to a guardhouse, and then it'll be cliffs. You can kind of see the cliffs from your direction. It's probably 200 feet in front of you.
Okay. Is there anyone like around? Like, are there any guards at the guardhouse?
Roll a perception check from where you are. Give advantage because you're both looking pretty hard. You'll be able to see a guard house all the way through that residential area, all the way to the side. But there's one where the rocks go really up. That's kind of like a pride rock over the water. And there's one all the way at the tip there as well.
I rolled another 27.
You can see both of them. They look empty. Both of their doors are open. Like they look deserted from where you are.
Okay.
Can we see like the entirety of the island? Like, because we're high enough, can we see like water around it?
If you went all the way to the top of Blacktip, you could, but where you are right now is just the trees that are on the edge of the Salty Scar tribe, the palm trees and stuff. They're blocking you because in between the Salty Scar tribe and basically the rest of this island is the Hammerhead jungle. So from where you are on the ground, no.
Gotcha.
And I will show you guys the map.
Seer will pitch going to higher ground to see if we can spot any like other master serpents outside of this giant crack.
There.
Yeah. Winfura is gonna follow Seer's lead.
Where are you going?
We're gonna go to that higher outlook point so we can get a better
up here? Top of Blacktip?
Yeah. Yeah. To see if we can spot any extra disturbances.
Okay, you run that way. They run into the temple. Out in the water, all of the whales have torpedoed past Arista. Arista has a perfect view of the whales destroying Agba's Reef, the big island that has this glow of pinks in the middle, like a magician's cutting a lady in half, just perfectly in the middle, all the way that way. And the tall island of a fin that just dipped around Blacktip, that direction. Which, as you guys run up the rocks, you're going to see. Well, I'll tell you in a minute. But this is Arista. Go ahead.
Like booking it back to the island toward where that light was, because I would probably guess, we had seen the temple before, or had read about the temple, and so I would probably deduce that that's where people might be meeting up. / it looks like that's where the problem is centered, so I'm gonna head toward that.
Okay. Do you want to just like go upon the shoreline here? Because on the map, let's see where you are. You are all the way like right out here. Safiri's fin is what literally turned into Safiri.
Gotcha.
You got to get a good look at it.
So do you want to just go up on the shore of the Twilight Titan tribe and go the usual up the ley direction, or do you want to go around towards the tall cliffs of Blacktip and see if you can maybe get up that way?
Yeah, I'm faster as a swimmer, so I think I will swim up the coast.
Okay, cool.
To get as close as possible before going on land.
So you're going to get this really cool view as you're going that direction. That's the same direction that around the island Safiri is going. So as you're power swimming through, you're kind of catching up a little bit. Not like getting closer, but staying equidistant because this thing is colossal. To the point where
following the big shark.
Yeah, I mean it's
Gotcha.
a fourth of the island circumference away from you. But you're you're able to stay in a direction where you can see it. It's not going behind the walls yet, all the way to Blacktip. So you can confirm this thing is circling this island, and like waves are lapping up really heavily and pushing against the side of this island. But you'll see these tall, black, sharp rock cliffs. It kind of jetties out, and there's a big opening to a giant cave. But then the rest of the walls are this black rock. It's very reminiscent of that jellyfish encounter. In terms of big walls.
But there's no creature in front of this wall that I can talk to.
No, there's not. And normally I think there would be some sharks here, but they've all been scared off.
Okay. I'm not sure. I'm guessing maybe would the guardhouse be the best place to climb up onto land?
So, the guardhouse is like 6 or 7 stories up in the air. The lowest you could probably get up to a couple stories from the water to the steps in Mangled Cove.
Okay. So that's really my only entry to get
unless you
onto
went
the island.
all the way around and try to get up the 2 stories to get to guardhouse 7 up here.
No, let's go ahead and I think I've followed long enough. It's ahead of me far enough that I can confirm it's circling by the time I get to Mangled Cove.
For sure. Okay, give me an athletics check.
Now, since I am coming from swimming, do I get my advantage on that?
Sure.
Yes. Advantage, athletics. Oops, that's the wrong one. Sorry. Did I click the right one?
Yeah, you get it. You get a 25 on that.
Yay!
All right, yeah. So these waves are lapping up onto the side of the island, but throughout the water, the hand of Arista rises up these rock walls with big bag carrying Chunta's book in it. You find your way up to the steps, and you're able to get all the way up those steps. Because of the timing and everything, and because you're such a fast swimmer, as you're walking up those steps, you see Seer and Vinfira running up the steps all the way to the tip of Black Tip Lake. You could probably yell out and stop them, but they're really far ahead of you.
Okay. I guess I will yell ahead to let them know I'm behind them so I can maybe catch up faster.
Okay.
Seer!
Yeah, roll
Vinfira!
a performance check. Lots of big waves crashing onto this rock wall.
Come on, Charisma.
But yeah,
what is it?
That wasn't very good. That was a 10. I don't think I have anything that boosts that because I'm not like listing for lives or anything. But
Vinfira, Seer, I mean, you hear sounds all over this place. You heard an explosion.
We're looking for Arista, so I mean,
can I roll like perception to see?
Yeah, let's see. Let's see it. Yeah. I guess it'd be.
Do you want to
really need to reach it. Okay. She gave you a hard one.
18?
Yeah, that's fine.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah, you hear. You're pretty far out, though.
Yeah, I got a 25. Yeah, we stop and we're like... And then I guess I'll just call back to her. I'll use thaumaturgy to make my voice echo. Because I'm not trying to scream. Rissy! Hear you! I start looking down, because I always want to make sure I look down. I can't look up. And then we'll just... Well, I mean, do we just, like, catch up with her, or are we, like... Will it take time for us to catch up with her?
Nah, y'all caught up.
Just a quick question. You didn't happen to get in anything and break Safiri, did you?
Yes and no.
Ooh,
I did get into something, but I didn't break the thing.
Oh.
The whales did. Yeah, remember how when you wanted the whales to not be killed and Celia said they might be terrorists?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're terrorists.
The whales are terrorists?
Yeah, I saw them slam into the reef. That's what cracked the Grace of Safiri generator crystal. They just slammed into it and it all cracked and then the whole island split and there's a big colossal shark circling the island now.
We just got into it with that little tribal leader they called Chunta, and he said it was some sort of distraction, and so this would make sense that the whales are connected. Perhaps he was over killing this thing, so perhaps they are retaliating against him. He's really into like trying to make it seem like he's the good guy while also being aggressively and obviously the bad guy. So, you know, optics. It's that politician thing he's got going on, and I don't like it.
Well, hopefully we may find some answers in this. And she pulls out his secret manifesto book.
Oh, so here's the thing. We haven't read all the books you have, so we don't know what's in there. But
This is the evidence. This is the physical evidence that Chief Not a Booty Cheek was asking for.
A buck cheek?
A buck cheek.
Listen, if anyone's stupid enough to leave behind physical evidence, then we have the easiest case of my career.
So let's go. Do you know where he is?
Leaders. Well, we think the tribal leaders are meeting at the Agma's temple. That's where we sent Celia and Mizu. So
Okay, well, let's go before they get in trouble.
Shalalia. Just kidding.
Shalaria.
Shalaria.
Isn't it the same place?
What?
I don't think so. Agma's temple and Shalaria.
Yeah, they are different. They're different places. I'll ping on the map here.
Yeah, they were going to Shalaria.
Yes. So
Agma's temple had the crack.
Yeah. So here is.
No, I thought it was opposite.
Here's Shalaria.
Okay. Okay.
And all the way up to Agba's temple. I see what you're saying, Meg. You are correct. That crack does go up to Agba's temple, but this is doing a lot and cracking a lot, making explosive stuff.
Okay.
So
it looks like obviously the source. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Then let's go there.
Okay. As you guys are a couple minutes behind Mizu and Celia. Mizu and Celia, you guys run inside Shalaria. You see before you this giant pink crystal in the middle that is shattered. The two remaining leaders who you haven't really seen a lot of before, Mizu really wouldn't know them, but Celia, you would know them as Shaman Tukala and Leader Hota. Leader Hota is for the Salty Scar tribe, and Shaman Tukala is for the Twilight Titan that you guys arrived in. To the left, it looks like these two shaman leaders. They're trying to figure stuff out. One of them just kind of like got off the ground. He's like brushing himself off. There's dust falling from the walls because everything's been shaken, and the crystal, the Grace of Safiri, is obviously broken into 5 pieces. One of the pieces was like kind of dark, like something happened to it recently, and it just finished lighting back up again. So something happened to it, and it's like pull this again. But there's obvious crack in all of this. And off to the side, you see Yagubu is tinkering with this like long, looks like a tablecloth with metal parts sewn into it, and certain parts are glowing. And he's just kind of like muttering to himself. That's the scene. May I come in?
Shell service is down. Do we have a technician for that?
So there's so many pieces and stuff like falling off the inside that there's a lot of noise, and like you can hear the waves outside too. So your voice just isn't loud enough, so we just like see you two stand in the doorway and you say that, and then there's just like
Mizu's gonna clear her throat really, really loud. Princesses Mizu, Minu, and Princess Celia from the Azirian Kingdom have arrived.
Alright, roll a performance check.
I'm kind of scared you were gonna.
That was
steal
an
my
11, even with a +8, bro.
Oh.
What was
It'd
it?
be like that.
An 11, even with a +8.
Okay, so yeah, nobody hears you either. Celia sees you almost stealing her joke, but you could barely get out. Alright, Celia, your performance check again.
Yeah. That's a solid 3, but it's a natural 1.
Oh, yeah, I hate to see it.
She failed the second time. Do you want a performance check?
I'm gonna go again, but I'm gonna walk up closer and say the same thing again. Not like very far, just like maybe 10 feet forward.
Are you gonna roll for it?
Yeah, and I'm gonna say the same. I'm gonna say the same exact thing again.
Okay,
probably a little louder. Oh, that was a 27.
Yeah.
Alright, so you run up and scare the ever-living shit out of Leader Hota. Or, Leader Hota. And they see you. Oh, princesses! Oh, you must be careful! Something could fall on your head! Get out of the way!
No, I've got a thick skull. We're chilling here.
I mean, we're here to help. We came to see you guys, to see, I mean, you have so many princesses here on the island, like, what we could do to help you guys.
We're kind of in a pickle. Shaman Chuta is nowhere to be found, and they're trying
That's
to
probably
get...
for the best.
They're trying to get a Bukchi up here, but it's a little difficult. His magical means has been stopped, and he's quite heavy. But
I mean, I think that Chunta is like kind of not you guys' like friend anymore. I think he like is conspiring against you guys.
Probably the reason that all this is happening.
Yeah, for sure.
There's no time. We have to secure the island. Most of the Salty Scarb wizards have gone towards the reef, trying to mass heal it immediately. We have to buy them time. All the warriors on the island are off fighting the whales. We are completely defenseless. People who would usually use the magic of the grace of Safiri to fight are gone. We have no fighters for the islands. You must fight for us.
Who are we fighting?
Yugubu kind of steps up. Oh yes, the problem is Crystal's kind of shattered. Now I've been working on something in case this is our defense plan. We can have people fight using the enhanced magic from the grace of Safiri on a, this is kind of on the nose, but on a colossal scale.
I like colossal things.
Yes, well, you will be channeling the magic that's left until it runs out to amplify your abilities on a large scale to actually fight
He's
Safiri.
exhorting us right now.
Oh, so I can like punch even harder.
Yeah, like I'm gonna be even prettier and like cooler and powerful.
I don't know if anything can help that.
He leans over. Hota, are you sure we want to put them in harm's way? They're the princesses. We have no choice. Mizu, and he kind of drags this like tablecloth thing up that's like, as it gets close, it starts like magically shooting out towards the crystal, and he's going to say, hey, don't worry, he's going to stick his hand in, his hair, like whatever fins like kind of flap up, it's fine, it's just a little fuzzy. Grab a piece.
She's gonna look at him and go, "It's Princess Mizu," as she reaches forward to grab a piece.
As you reach up to this big crystal that's shattered in 5 pieces, one piece is still as big as you are. As you grab onto it, your vision kind of shoots forward like 2001: A Space Odyssey, just lights forward towards your face before they're sideways. And then you open your eyes and you're standing on top of Shark Food Island. You're basically 10 times your normal height and weight, in this like radiating pink magic that's like shooting up from that crystal that seems like the power is getting less, and you see a regular looking shark swimming around this island. It's Safiri and she's colossal. What do you want to do?
Jeez, thanks, Rita Repulsa.
So she's a lot smaller in comparison to how I am right now.
You're
like,
colossal.
Small enough for me to pick her up.
No, you can't reach her. This is ranged.
I...
Don't worry, Celia.
Go to Celia for a second. Let me think this through.
Okay, Mizu grabs onto this crystal, and you just see her just like, eyes roll back into her head as she's like holding on. But you see at the cracks where it's around that piece, they're like cracking on to the other crystal pieces, and it's just kind of like short-circuiting them. They keep going apart and fluctuating instead of staying together, and when they stay together, they look stronger. And everyone's kind of looking, and Hota's like, I hope she figures it out. And Yugubu's like, I hope this all works.
Is there like a puzzle or something that they're supposed to do? She seems pretty incapacitated.
Oh, it's making her stronger. You hold that piece so it's closer, Celia, so it's closer to her piece.
Okay, you guess like I'll just try to push it a little bit.
Alright, as you push in, eyes go back into your head, you're attached to this piece. It connects to her piece and holds it, and now you're fucking glowing pink and colossal standing right beside Mizu on this island, seeing Safiri swimming in the water.
Mizu's gonna turn over to Celia and go, I guess it's like up to us now or something.
Is the shark good?
I mean, aren't you supposed to fucking know that? I don't think so. I think that's like the whole point of like why we're doing this.
Way off in the waters, way off during where the whales and the shark folk are fighting. Warriors are like stopping, looking back, and it's just they see the island, 2 colossal pink, Princess Mizu and Princess Celia, and just an island of a fin going around. Okay, back at the doorway of the temple, in rushes Seer, Arista, and Vinfira, and you see the two leaders are like trying to like not touch the other pieces of the crystal, but are like worried because they're falling off around the other ones.
What are you doing, our sisters?
They're amplifying their magic to fight Safiri.
Oh. Arista, do your thing. We have information.
What?
Oh, I found a book. It belongs to Chuntu.
It's
what?
the evidence you need because that proves that he's evil.
What she said.
The fat one's not here. Do they know what's going on?
He opens it.
Oh, yeah.
Hota.
Chunta's evil.
This is doing?
Yeah, I think he's trying to break down the balance. I just don't know why.
This is a lot to comprehend. We can go over this right after. We have to fix this issue before the whole island is eaten.
How do we fix it?
Grab a piece.
Oh.
Okay.
They just... Alright. That was kind of vague.
As you all hold on, we get this large image of all the princesses like sprawled out with energy like flickering off their body, holding on to these pieces. And all 5 of you are colossal in this glowing pink form, standing on the island. It's a little cramped now with all of you there. Roll initiative. As you are now all fighting Safiri.
Mizu's definitely gonna like turn to them too as they appear and be like, "Oh, thank fucking God! There was no way we could have done this." I got a 17.
I rolled a 4.
17 for Mizu. All right, what'd you get, Venfira?
7.
Seer.
4.
Arista.
12.
And Celia.
18.
Okay, for until I tell you so, all damage you do is times 6.
Wow.
Get the calculator.
And you guys will not be using your armor class or taking hits. The island will.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Oh boy.
And I will roll
I don't like
Safiri. Safiri got an 8. Safiri got an
Can we
8.
A quick question.
talk to her and make her want to be an island again? Can we move
Try.
out of this situation?
You can try.
Yeah, I'm interested
It
in
depends on the rolls, really.
healing this, keeping this
Okay.
island alive.
It's going to be Celia, Mizu, Arista, Safiri, Venfira, Seer. Did I say that right? Yes. Your names are so fun to say in a quick succession like that. Okay. Celia, we're going to say everyone's ranges is kind of longer, so your ranged attacks, if you're like, oh, it's only 200 to 300, it will hit. If you're Celia, for the purposes of your melee attacks, they become ranged, so it'll just shoot magic out. So that way you can still participate. Okay?
Cool.
That being said, it's your turn.
I do have a quick question. I've like something that can give me temporary hit points. If I do that, does that apply to like the island or something, or should I just?
Yeah, I'll just times it by 6.
Okay, sick. Sick.
Island.
I'll times everything by 6 and see if that solves all my problems.
Cool. I'm just gonna keep it away from us.
All right,
keep that shark not close to us. I'm gonna kick it and I guess try to shove it like away. Yeah. How do shoves work? I don't remember. Just like
maybe like a contested like athletics versus dexterity or something like that. I don't remember.
Yeah, I think it's like your acrobatics versus athletics versus acrobatics.
Okay, you do athletics, I'll do acrobatics. I like that.
Got you.
21.
I got a 19.
Oh, yeah, shove doesn't work. As you just like are trying to get into your powers, whoa, and go to shove out the energy blast from your hands, just Safiri goes down.
Awesome. I am going to do a quick thing.
Okay.
It is called Brace Up, and I'm going to spend my bonus action and a Moxie point, which is similar to key points, and gain a number of temporary hit points equal to D8 plus 10 plus 4.
Okay.
Times 6?
All of that times 6. Yeah.
Got you. Okay. D8 plus 16 is...
Math.
This is very impressive for me. Okay.
All right.
Dragon.
I'll do you this. I'll do you this. If you guys want to go ahead and prepare your moves and go ahead and pre-roll, the armor class you have to hit is 20.
Nice.
Get them ready.
Quick question then. Does healing improve like damage?
Yes.
I was also curious about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's going to be 138 temporary hit points.
Okay, I'm going to give the island, right?
Yeah.
How much you say? 128? 178?
138. Because 7 plus 16 is 23 times 6 is 138.
Alright, cool. You have no movement here, so is that good?
Damn.
Yes. Gonna panic quietly.
Alright, as you're doing this and you're just like kind of bringing your hands back and you see Mizu step forward, this beautiful tableau of all these colossal pink princesses, I just want to like put over there for the commercial break like princesses of power, but we're not going to commercial yet. Okay, anyways, so Mizu.
So Mizu is gonna cast Eldritch Blast at it, and she got a 23 to hit. So rolled a damage. It was 9 force damage times 6 is 54 force damage.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's all she's gonna do.
Okay, before Arista goes, it's going to use a legendary action. It's just going to rock into the water really hard and create a tsunami that's going to go by and just decimate Titan Stay where you are living, and that like whole beachy island of huts and buildings and culture. Not quite into the town of the Twilight Titan where it is, but right the shores and those buildings, that map building that you got that basket from that lady.
Oh, Scott's hard work!
Mizu's gonna turn and go, "Not my souvenirs, you bitch!" And now I end her turn.
Arista!
Arista is going to turn her attention to the island first and cast Healing Word.
Beautiful. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
And I'm gonna cast it at 2nd level.
Also thinking about this island.
6 times 7 is 42.
42.
Oh wait, it's 9. 6 times 9 is 54.
Boom. Yeah, you guys feel the island just becoming healthier and more alive. You're basically putting a shield on it.
Yay!
Sweet. Is that it?
I think so, yes.
Okay, Safiri is going to, she has made her way, you know, almost right past the Titan tribe, or Twilight Titan tribe. She's going to turn and just bite onto the shore.
Oh my god! Well, we have temporary hit points, it's fine. But also fuck her.
Real.
Okay. Let's roll damage.
Eat shield!
Actually, I'm going to take the average.
Keisha.
Okay, it's, as it turns, it bites big enough to literally swallow an entire mall if it wanted to. Just takes huge bite, but as it does, digs itself into the ground, it can't quite pull all the island back, maybe because of the angle. Basically, it's going to do 85 points of damage, which is going to shatter some of that magical shield you've put on it. So it doesn't quite destroy that piece, but does a lot of damage to the infrastructure.
Get off of our island, you bitch.
It's going to swim a little more and bite at Black Tip Rock.
Oh my god! Eating an island. Can we talk about that?
Also, tell me, how do you miss eating? Well, it did. How do you miss eating an island?
It was distracted.
Yeah. All right. It missed the second one. There you go.
Turkey shot now.
Okay, so that was 85. Do. Okay, it is Venfira's turn.
Okay, I'm sorry to be the player that has the rules question during the cool segment. But how does my wild shape work here?
You can steal wild shape, and all of the damage would be ×6, and all the healing would be ×6.
Okay,
like the spirit of nature with
but you can't wild shape more times. Like, that's not ×6.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure. I wasn't sure because, like, we don't really have movement and stuff. But
yeah.
Anyway.
12 wild shapes.
Oh my god. Yippee!
If you want to use, like, a movement ability, like something that happens on movement to give you some advantage or something, like it would state that you, like, kind of have to use your movement, we can say, like, you charge up somehow or something.
Okay. I'm going to wild shape into a Plesiosaurus.
Big pink magical colossal one, by the way.
Which is already big, so it's big.
They're huge,
Oh my God.
dinosaur-esque guy, long neck. And I'm going to bite at it.
Just bend forward.
It's just, there it is.
Oh no.
That's a 1. Oh no. Ooh. Correction, no, you did not bite it. You did not bite it.
She swims too fast, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not used to being a dinosaur.
It's so hard being this big. You're like, whoa! It's like driving an 18-wheeler. You're like, I can't back it up like that.
I'm like swinging my giant dinosaur neck around, like, what is going on?
Where did it even go?
All right,
I can't find it.
Seer.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Seer kind of yells out, you may not be protecting this place, but the princesses are. And she is going to... she wants to protect the island first because she is supportive. She's going to use a 4th level spell. She's going to touch the ground, and she's going to, assuming this works like everything else is going to work, she's going to use Fire Shield. Amber Alert. She's going to use Fire Shield.
Amber.
Sorry, it popped up on my phone. And she's going to cast on the island, so the island's going to glow. She's going to make it warm. So ideally she wants to like heat up the edges of the island to kind of like make some of the water stop because it like lowers cold damage. So like ideally kind of like melt some of the water, and if the island gets hit by a melee attack, it will lash out and do fire damage to the attacker. So I'm kind of like weaponizing the island against.
Hey, all right.
So like I bring fire into the island, and she's like, just kind of warm up a little bit.
Okay, cool.
And that'd be her action.
All right.
That's a neat trick.
It's gonna. Is that your turn or just your action?
I guess that's. Oh, then bonus action, I'll cast Shillelagh for my next turn.
Okay, perfect.
When I do hit it.
As that kind of ends, you guys feel the magic kind of flicker a little bit. You all kind of look down. You don't really have like weight. You're not like standing on the island. You're a magical, physical projection almost from the Grace of Safiri, transformed. So as you look down, you can see down into Shaleria. It's just like Ota is waving. Yugabu's trying to say something, but there's no possible way you'll know what they're saying. Top of the turn order, back to Celia. The magic is now 5 times as powerful, not 6.
Got you.
I think we got it. We go.
How tall are we?
You're
Tall.
we'll say
Big.
it's 600 feet tall.
Okay. I'm gonna as a as a Triton, I can cast a wall of water. So I'm gonna do that like sort of in front of where the shark is. Yeah, just to like see if there's any more tidal waves or anything that happens. It sort of like block the island from that. And it is initially 30 feet long, 10 feet high, and 1 foot thick. So that would make it 150 feet long, 50 feet high, and 5 feet thick. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to use a class feature called Pocket Sand. I'm going to reach down into the boneyard and and pick up the bones and chuck it at Safiri. And they're gonna have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yes!
And on a failure, they're blinded for a minute.
I mean, go back to sleep. You live here too, I guess. We can't kick you out.
That's a. It sucks. They have a plus 12 to their con save, so and they rolled an 8. That's a dirty 20.
That's chill. That's chill.
I was like 8. Ooh. Oh.
It was a low DC.
So is the wall of water just in front of Safiri, like in the water, perpendicular? Where's this wall of water?
Yeah, just to protect the island from any more tidal waves.
So how does that work? If they go through the wall of water, they take damage or something?
I don't think that they take damage.
No, it's
I
just
think wall of
literally.
water. I think it just like is a physical blockade. I think they can pass through it, but it just comes with things can't pass through it, like shooting things and stuff.
Oh, they can't use range attacks. Gotcha.
Yeah.
It just makes it harder. Okay, cool. Mizu.
Mizu is gonna kind of get the show on the road, and she's gonna cast banishment on it. So it needs to make a charisma save.
Advantage on saving throws. Okay. Alright. Oh, that's not gonna work. That is their lowest score. Ooh! 15?
That's a fail.
Oh no!
Bye bye!
You see in front of you the colossal shark bloop, out of existence. You've got a minute. Right? Isn't this spell a minute?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, got a minute.
Okay, do we want to try to dump as much healing on the island as we can?
Do we set a trap? Do we catch it?
I mean, I feel like y'all need to figure out the next part. I got y'all this far. I mean, how much am I gonna have to carry you guys on this trip in general?
Well,
I don't know. I feel like Chukta wants us to fight the shark. I feel like that's his game plan here. I don't. Should we just capture it?
Now the shark's gone.
Well,
Put it in a bag.
if we heal the island, will it not have the same effect? Will Safiri then, once everything is back together, settle and start protecting the island again if we fix it?
I mean, all I know is in approximately like 45 seconds, that thing is coming back and it's gonna bite the shit out of the island again.
Okay,
It's been
I'm gonna
another
cast-
6 seconds, so the magic is now down to 4 times as powerful.
I'm gonna cast another healing word before it goes away.
Yeah, I will start using my Aura Vitality, so I will pop up a heal that will stay around.
Alright, hold on really fast. Still do those
120.
things, but we still gotta do it in the turn order, because every 6 seconds this magic goes down more, and eventually it's all
I
gonna be
got you.
gone. So, Mizu did that, Arista did that healing, Safiri can't do anything, they can't even roll, right? They're just banished.
Yeah, they're gone.
Alright, Venfira.
I'm a dinosaur. A dinosaur.
So I'm just waiting to hit something.
Okay, cool. Seer.
Third level spell slot, I cast Aura Vitality, and I heal the island for 66.
66. Okay.
My healing word healed it for 120, by the way.
Oh my gosh.
I got a good roll. I got a 6 times. Wait, hang on. That's not right.
Wow, this is really good. Okay, so that was Seer. Okay, now it's back to the top of the turn order again with Celia. Now it's down to 4. That was all 5. Now it's 4 times. The heals end.
I'm gonna try to wave down the shark folk that are off fighting the whales.
Oh, they definitely see you way out there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Hey, come back. Come back.
But are the
roll
whales
me.
still actively trying to harm the reef?
I will say
Not all
from
of
this
you.
direction,
Not
you
all
can
of
all see that kind of war obviously looks like it's like the warriors are pushing out in the ocean at them, like it's like they're attacking, but it's kind of dissipating. It's almost like the end of war, where it's like the last man straggling. There's lots of blood all in the water.
Mm-hmm.
Shark folk are different places. It's kind of discombobulated. Roll me a, I guess, persuasion check on a colossal scale. Don't times that by 6.
I won't.
Because I don't know what the DC would be times 6.
It's a 24.
Okay, yeah, it's enough that you feel like you're actually calling the shark folk back, the warriors back. And they can obviously see that there was a shark, but they all probably just saw it disappear. And you guys are big, so this looks scary. Okay.
As a bonus action, I turn to my sisters and give them a thumbs up.
Oh, perfect. Mizu.
Yes.
Times 4.
Is it possible for me to just use my turn, since I'm so large, to like look around the island and see if I can see anything else that might be going on?
You just like big movements of stuff that's going on the island?
Oh, well, just like since I'm so massive, I'm thinking in this time she wants to spend like until the shark comes back looking around underneath her to see like if she can see anything maybe hidden that might be going on somewhere. You know, kind of like an insight check or something.
Sure, I'll let you roll an insight check. Because you can obviously see everything, so there's no perception really necessary. Okay.
I was a dirty 20.
A dirty 20, colossally looking up like that. Yeah. The island looks like it's in utter chaos. That big cracks down the middle. There's a big wave. There's fire around the island protecting it. Shark folk are coming back from this way. You see the big line of pods of whales that are now leaving Agba's reef. You see the tons of wizards down there trying to mass heal this reef. But the problem is, you look down and you see water drip up in front of Shalaria, and Chunta goes running into the Shalarian temple right at your feet.
Get him.
Is it possible to let go of the stone? Or are we not going to be able to let go of it until, like, all of the turns are over to become, like, no longer gigantic?
You gotta use your bonus action to find out.
Okay. What do I need to do?
You don't let go.
Okay.
Alright, so you done? Yeah. Okay, Arista.
Oh boy. Would my passive perception of 19 have allowed me to also spot Chunta running into the temple?
Come on,
not because, you know, everyone's kind of like looking out and just saw that disappeared, so I'll let you use a check to roll it. But you know what? I'll let you use your action or bonus action to just use that passive perception, because I don't think you'd be looking down there, and she hadn't used literally an action.
Okay, so if you let me use a bonus action to notice, then I'm going to respond by shooting my aquatic spear gun at him.
Straight down. Done.
And that's a 16.
That hits him.
Yes! Is my damage still 4 times?
Yes!
As well? Alright, so that's going to do 24 piercing damage. Oh, wait. Oh, no, yeah, I had to use my bonus action, so I couldn't use the thing. No, yeah. I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. This is getting rough. Alright, Safiri is vanished. Venfira.
Safiri is not here.
Like, Safiri's gonna come back, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
We're all gonna not have this power anymore, so we should probably heal the island.
Dead or
Gonna heal, yeah, okay.
What'd you say?
did Chunta get hit? Is he like dead now, or what happened?
Oh, Arista got Chunta.
You didn't see him get hit.
Okay. I will. I don't have healing word ready. Interesting.
Yeah, I can heal the island. I can use the same spell slot, so.
Yeah.
If you guys wanna.
Wait. I will prepare an action for when Safiri comes back to attack. I'm a dinosaur.
Okay. What are you preparing?
I love that. I'm a dinosaur.
What action?
I'm preparing. I like a bite attack.
Okay, cool.
Bite the shit out of him.
All right.
Yeah. I'm
Celia.
gonna bite him so good.
Times 3.
I don't know.
Them?
Celia. Yes. Are there still whales like by the
reef? They're
like,
swimming off.
Yeah.
They're probably in earshot.
Flip them off. Yeah. Fuck you guys.
Free action.
I'm basically a dinosaur too right now.
It happens a lot more than you think.
Yeah.
Alright, look, their magic is ×3 right now as the princess stand there waiting for Safiri to come back from wherever she was banished to. Seeing some shark folk warriors swimming back this way, desperately thinking either heal the island or kill this shark, as they think we'll go to a 10-minute bathroom break. We'll go to a break.
Is Safiri from this plane of existence? Maybe it just doesn't come back.
Ever. Okay,
Just banish her.
see everybody soon. Hey everybody, welcome back to Campaign 4, Episode 9. Wow, that was, you guys don't know this at home, but I'm gonna spoil it for you guys. Andrew literally just dropped in his seat. That was so impressive.
The stream paused for me, so it was at like 7 minutes still. I was like, I got time. I did not.
Alright, cool. Let's get back into it. Go ahead, Celia. What decision do you make?
Celia, you said?
Yes. You.
I still don't know. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Only trying to protect an island civilization and also, destroy a god and an army and a plot. No biggie.
That's honestly so chill.
Yeah.
You know when you're in a pool and there's like a beach ball that's like far away from you, and you like splash the water to try to get the beach ball to come closer?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to help the shark folk out by doing that.
I like that. Give me a sleight of hand check. That's creative as shit.
Tsunami.
I mean, take advantage of the fact that you're colossal, and that is a great way to do it. Actually, I'll give you DM inspiration for that.
Boom.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So that's a 19 with advantage. And what is the inspiration? I'll use it right now.
I'll say for this one, that was a D6. That was a good, clean D6 idea.
It's a dirty 20.
Yeah. You don't do it too violently that you're causing tsunamis up on literally towards where the reef would be, but you're just doing it just enough that it's like catching everyone.
It's the most graceful Celia has ever been.
Wow. And they see that. And I would imagine that the warriors on this island really party with Celia. So, yeah, they're getting closer. I would say, like, you just took away all of their... Because 6 seconds with those big hands, you just took away all their travel distance now. So now they are around where Safiri was. Cool.
Hey, move away. It might come back.
Mizu.
Mizu is... I kind of want to see... You said I can see if I can let go of the crystal, right? Can I attempt to?
You couldn't.
I couldn't? Okay, can I try again, or is it just going to be the same? Like, I just can't, like, period.
You just can't.
Okay.
It'll be done in 3 rounds.
Okay. Is there any way that I can, like, crouch down to, like, literally peer in the building as a giant to see what's going on?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Okay, as you go inside, it looks like Shaman Chuta has run up, and he was stopped by Yagubu, who is, like, holding on to him, and Chunta, like, has him on the ground just trying to get away from him or kind of punch him, but Hota has grabbed him around the other arm. They've kind of got him back and forth, and you see he's just trying to break loose and go towards the crystal, like he's trying to touch the crystal.
Can I reach in, like, with my arm and attempt to grab him and, like, take him out of the building? Or
If
am I
you
just...
go to the building, you will destroy the entire top of the building.
Okay, but I'm willing to risk that if the possibility of me reaching in and grabbing him happens.
Okay, but just to let you know, this roof is over top of them and Hota and the other leader and Yagubu. Just make that clear. You still want to do
You
it?
collapse the ceiling and not cut off the top nice and clean as you're hoping to. You're gonna, like,
You know
crumble
what?
the cake.
And it's above the crystal too, isn't it?
It's directly shooting up this version of you guys, and you are also down there holding on to the crystal.
Yeah.
So all of that
mortal
is
body.
Can I attempt to like break the roof off in like a piece, like a single piece, like remove the roof?
I imagine it wouldn't be heavy, and it would just be like trying to get the top of like a really rocky frozen cake. So roll me a sleight of hand check to just like.
If you're dexterous enough not to drop any pieces.
Exactly.
That was a 17.
Okay, there's definitely some pieces that fell off.
Heads up!
But it's not hitting anybody. It's around the edges, and you're doing it in a way where the pieces are kind of going out and rolling off the sides of the temple, which is already kind of that triangular shape. Peeling off where the light just beams into the room as they're all kind of looking. 1 second.
What is Mizu doing?
Perfect. The two that are holding on to Chunta rolled great, and he's still not able to break free for that turn.
Okay. After doing that, she's gonna look down, I guess, and kind of see a patch of foresty area and just kind of drop the roof down there. Very.
Yeah, you can still drop.
With the attitude, almost like just littering, as she saves the same people. But that'll be it.
Okay, perfect. Arista.
I'm going to again still focus on healing up the island, so I'm going to use another this is my last 3rd level spell slot to cast Healing Word again, and we're at ×3. Is that right?
Yeah.
Or are we still at ×4 this round? I don't remember where we were.
Yeah, I think we're 3. We're 3 now. I remember telling Celia 3 before the break.
Okay. C plus 4 is 10, ×3 is 30 points of healing for the island.
Nice. Okay. How much is that one more time? So much.
30.
Wow. Alright. Perfect. Anything else?
No, because the other spell I want to use is a full action as well.
Perfect. Safiri is banished. Vinfira.
Okay.
Oh, Healing Word is a bonus action!
Oh, perfect.
Sorry.
Perfect.
No, go ahead. Oh.
I'm also going to prepare for us to be small then, and I'm going to cast Aid, which I can do 3 out of the 4. And that's going to increase. So I know Mizu is hurt. Is anyone else below full health?
Technically I am, yeah.
Okay, Celia, you're still good for now?
I'm at like 3/4 health.
Well, dang. Who has the lowest AC?
I have 16.
I have
16.
11.
Yeah, Mizu definitely.
Mine says 9. I feel like I put something in wrong.
And also, it's weird because you're currently have the AC of a full, whatever you turn into.
A dinosaur.
That's true.
That thing. A Philoppolis.
Alright, well maybe I won't so much worry about the dinosaur then, and the 3 others, Cecilia, Mizu, and Sair, who are still in princess form. Your maximum and current hit points increase by 5.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Perfect.
Thank you.
And that lasts for 8 hours, if that's important later.
Perfect. Alright, you guys are buffed even still in mega form. Alright, Vinfira.
Okay. So Celia cleared the way for a lot of shark folk, but are there any stragglers that still need any kind of help that I can see?
There are definitely some more out there that could. I mean, it was hard for him to get the entire war zone.
Okay. Okay, I was trying to figure out how to phrase this without it sounding weird. Are they on my head side or my tail side?
They're on your head side. You're looking south.
Okay, I'm gonna reach my long dinosaur neck down, and like kind of bring it toward people to kind of give like a platform for shark folk to like climb up to, and get them.
Ooh, they're
out.
teeny tiny. You gotta be real careful when you pick that thing up.
Yes.
Like a really big water slide.
So where are you taking them?
Can I ask them? I'm a dinosaur. Can I?
Okay, then I'll say scooping them up is the action, and then you can just use your free action to say something. They can't really respond yet.
Okay, I'm gonna go, where to, in my big booming dinosaur voice.
Big... Oh, that's probably the craziest thing for them to see.
It's like,
You can't
where
even
to?
tell their reactions from way across your bill, maybe. Okay, Seer.
Okay, so we know that there were also the reef itself was being attacked, and that they were like people down there. Can I like go under the island, I guess, and like look at like can I like check in on how that's going? Like, are they still being attacked by like a whale army? Like, do I need to like help with that?
You just trying to bend your head down in the water? What are you trying?
Yeah, I get if that's the way. Yeah, she's trying to look under the island, or I guess that's where like she imagines the thing that's getting hit is by the whales. So she just wants to see if.
Oh no! I'll say from where you are at the highest point, you can see all the way down toward. You can see Agba's reef, and it's just kind of like on the opposite side. So let me show you on the map here. This is where you guys are in Shalaria, standing really tall. So if I were to draw everybody on the map, it'd be like, here's a person, here's a person, here's a person, here's a person. You know, you're huge. So you all can look down here and see Agba's reef. Those are all wooden structures down there on the map.
Oh, okay.
So you can see all of that.
And it is still being assaulted by whales?
Nope. Nope.
Okay.
And it is full of the wizards that were sent from here that are mass trying to heal this reef that you can see kind of furling back. Think of like magically focused, essentially like mending.
Gotcha. Okay, so I will use my action to make sure it's my action, because I still have my aura vitality going, so I can heal it some more. Just want to make sure my economy is correct.
Okay.
Aura vitality is a bonus action. Perfect. So bonus action, I will heal the island. Another 2d6 times 3. Oh wait, that was too many. So it's 6 times 3. What is that? Anybody? 6 times 3. Boom. 18 points of healing, and she's going to yell out in Draconic and say, "Defend!" And she just like is yelling that out very loudly, and the person she's talking to is her pet dragon that speaks Draconic that is currently still on her person, that is like wrapped around her neck like a necklace, and it kind of like sitting there while she's like holding the stone, because she notes that the Shalari temple is like being like messed with by Mizu, so she's like, "What are you doing over there?" So she just has the dragon like kind of like, she used my bonus action to command it officially, so they will like pop up and like kind of like look around to see what's going on. If it needs to attack anything, it will, but it's like protecting Seir's body, her physical body.
Gotcha.
So her necklace just kind of like, what the fuck?
Nice.
And then that is it for me.
Okay, back to Celia, and
Yes.
twice the magic now. After this,
Cool.
it's just one thing left.
The regular stuff.
Yeah.
So I assume I can like sort of see what's going on with the Shillelagh Tower.
Shalaria right underneath you?
Shalaria, yes.
Yeah, the roof's off that.
So I'm gonna look down at Chunka and be like, "Oh, you back for more, bitch?" And say, and use my salty salute on him again to try to give him disadvantage on any attacks made against anyone but me. And
the giant
they have to make a wisdom saving throw.
He said 1v1 me, bro, in my giant form.
Oh,
they have to be a 14.
He stares up at you. Let me get to his numbers.
I hope he fails. I hope he doesn't fight this
That's
thing.
a 19.
Damn it.
He is back for more.
He is back for more.
Yeah. I cower.
Cower.
Yeah.
Colossal cowering. To be clear.
I have a question. Is your dragon protector also colossal because it was on your person when you got projected?
Yeah,
Or does
I don't know,
stay
it'd
on
probably
your
be
physical
D&D
person?
like size smaller than colossal because it's smaller than you and you're colossal.
Gotcha.
But yes, one size below that.
So there's a really big dragon there who could probably attack Junta.
This thing's bigger than a normal dragon.
Two dragons.
Well, some dragons.
Now it is. It wasn't before, but now it is.
Yeah.
Love it.
All right, Mizu.
Now that I can see Chunta, I am going to cast Frostbite at him. So he needs to make a Constitution save.
Ooh, that is a 5.
Oh yeah, that's a fail. That's 24 damage. What damage was that? Cold damage. 24 cold damage on him.
Okay, as you cast this, you're still colossal. You haven't shrunk in size. You see, as he was looking up towards you guys, just his veins start to like turn icy blue. As they rise up his neck and up his arms, and like just digs into the arms of Yagubu and Hota beside him so much that they let go, and he just falls down to the ground in pain, just like looking like he's barely holding on for life. As in, you've got him real low.
Good.
Bet. Let me see. This is kind of silly, but for my bonus action, I might as well try to finish him off. I have Magic Stone, so I can make a ranged attack with a pebble nearby me at him.
Nice. Well, the pebble to you is probably a pretty big boulder at this point.
Yeah, so I'm gonna pick up whatever would be a pebble size of me right now and throw it at him.
Probably just something in that pile of roof you tossed to the ground.
Yeah, honestly. So.
Okay, still twice as much damage.
That's 11 to hit.
That is a miss. As you throw it down through that hole,
No!
it just
Sorry.
smashes against the inside floor and away.
I feel like she'll kind of lean forward and be like, whoops, sorry, other leaders, my bad.
Okay, Arista.
I'm gonna... The shark's not back, right?
Nope.
Okay, so I'm gonna do one last healing word on the island while I have magic. And... where did it go? There it is. Sorry. 10 times 2 is 20 more points of healing for the island.
So 20, and what did you say before 20?
That was it. Just 20 more points.
Oh, just 20 more. Gotcha.
Yeah.
This island is healthy.
Yay!
All right.
Also, just so you guys know, my temporary hit points will wear off one turn before, or one round before Safiri shows up again.
Because Safiri's gone for a minute, apparently.
Yeah.
But you still have your max is increased by 5.
By 5, yeah.
Yeah.
Just the temporary hit points that I gave will not be in effect.
The island.
Oh,
yeah.
gotcha. Yeah.
It'll have my ring on it for 10 minutes, so it's hot for a while. It's Fire Island now. Whose turn is it?
It is now Safiri who's not there, so Venvira.
I have all the little shark folk on my head.
Yeah.
Was I able to hear them tell me where they wanted to go, or are they too little?
Roll a perception check, and what's your passive perception?
My passive perception is an 18.
Oh, that's good enough. Yeah, you can hear them. And you're asking them where they want to go?
Mm-hmm. Like, where to?
They want to fight Safiri.
Banish them.
That's crazy.
All right.
see. Can I see like the map
Yes.
so I can kind of see like where I can go here? Okay. And Safiri, where is she again?
Safiri was over here
Okay.
when banished.
Is Guardhouse 4 like a cliff or is it like a beach?
A
cliff.
It's maybe got like 2 or 3 feet up out of the water. It's not like a sandy beach, but it's just like this, a little place that's right near the water. So it's low.
Okay. I'm gonna turn my big dinosaur head slowly because I'm not going to start throwing sharks everywhere. I'm gonna slowly kind of turn, like, set them down, let them hop off in a safer spot.
Gotcha. Okay, we'll just let everyone know there's a bunch of shark folk all over this area. Thanks to Celia and Vimfira, so they're all kind of, if that and when that shark comes back. Boom. All the shark folk. Cool. See her.
Sair is going to. I think seeing people still messing with this tower, she's gonna like look over. And if she can ID Junta, like or at least who they're attacking, like understands what's going on, she will make an attack at him. I would love to use Thorn Whip, which pulls him 10 feet towards me. But ideally, I would like to pull him straight up into the air, and then he just like fall down.
Yes.
Great.
Yes. Yes. That will work.
Let's see.
And it'll be
I gotta hit first.
twice the distance. Because that'll be really fun.
Oh yeah, that's a 24 to hit.
Yeah. You grab him.
And he takes 12 damage from the hit, and then he will fall 20 feet and take another
D10
D6
fall damage.
What is it?
Is it D10, D6? I think it's D6.
I think there's D6. So 2 more D6.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And this is vital, literally.
No stress. 7 points of fall damage.
Okay, so as he's like writhing in pain with blue, icy vessels in his body, literally killing the guys, he's like staring up at you guys. Fuck you guys. You're ruining everything in his mind. This huge whip just grabs him around the fucking throat, like squeezes the last life out of him, but he holds a little bit more. As you drag him up into the air, you guys can see his corpse rise up, and it just like sees the last bit of the sunset before it's dark, and Safiri's not there. And like the wizards are healing it, and just like snaps his neck as he falls back into the temple on the ground right beside Hoto, who kind of falls back into Yakubu. Doesn't want him to fall into the device. You guys are still frozen in electricity.
Where's Butchie at? He's still getting rolled over here.
Yes, just help him out.
That's the end of my turn.
All right, Celia, you're still colossal, but this does no extra damage. This is just pure you guys.
Got you. Can we see a Bukchi? Would love to help roll him over.
This is so funny. Let me look at this map where you are. Yeah. Yes. What's your passive perception? This is a tricky one.
It's an 8.
Oh, yeah, roll a perception check. Roll a perception check.
Okay. Clear. It's a 5.
No, never mind. You'll know it's in the Hammerhead jungle somewhere. You saw them go in, but you have no idea where they are in the jungle.
Got you. Are the shark folk like where Safiri is going to come back?
Like around it. Like if Safiri comes back in the same spot, it won't crush everybody.
Okay, got you. I'm gonna I'm gonna punch in the middle of where Safiri shows up, just to send people out a little bit more, give him a little bit more space, so that when he comes back, that it's not so hard on.
All right, when you do that, you can also see the solidarity of the shark folk. Like everyone's kind of they're there where Safiri was. They were asking to fight Safiri. You see, like, oh, this is really important for the island. You would know, like, you've never heard an emergency plan in this kind of situation, but everyone knows that's the tail. It could shatter if there's an unbalance. So it's like you're seeing the fear in everybody you've probably drank with before kind of settle in. So maybe those differences you might have with these people don't really matter anymore or anything, but just watching them ripple back, everyone's in place, locked and loaded.
Sick.
Sounds like balance is restored. Job is done.
Yeah, we did it.
At
High fives all around.
Everything's good now. We can leave, right?
All right. Is that it? Last turn in the crystal?
Yeah.
Mizu.
Is it possible for me to hold my action in like anticipation for her to reappear again?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. She's gonna get a Eldritch Blast nice and ready for her just in case she reappears.
For who? Oh, for Safiri?
For Safiri, yeah.
No, when you reappear, you'll be in the temple. You'll be shooting the walls.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. I guess she's just not gonna do anything. She's gonna think to herself and be happy that she had a part in taking that dude that was rude as fuck to her down earlier.
Okay. This is an interesting concept. Okay, Safiri. Alright, sorry, Arista.
I don't, will we be able to see Safiri when she went from inside the temple?
No. If she reappeared where she disappeared.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna stick with the healing word situation, because I don't know what else I could do that would be helpful. So I'm gonna keep my last second level in case I want to cast Shatter, and I'll cast it at first level this time. And this is the last, so there's no multiplication,
Times
right?
1.
That's right. This is times 1.
There's 6 more.
Okay. More healing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Venfira.
There we go. My mic wouldn't unmute for Venfira is going to let out a mighty dinosaur roar, just for fun and for morale, perhaps. A nice little battle cry. To all the sharks who are going to be where Safiri is in a minute, possibly. Who knows? And then she's going to transform back into, Water Genasi self, so that not much else she can do right now.
Okay. Seer.
Seer will put her last. She will do another bonus action of this healing word, Aura Vitality into the island as well. Oh my god! Stop moving. 7 points of healing for the island, and then I guess there's nothing else for her to do in this moment. So she is going to. That's it. End her turn. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
with that, you all blink out of it and let go of the crystals. As you step back, you see the corpse of Junta on the ground, blood splattered everywhere. Leader Hota standing up there, the other shaman beside him. Yugubu is just looking at you guys. Polo is standing there waiting for you guys and looking at his shell phone that's not working. And as you kind of gain your consciousness and look around, the crystal is no longer bright pink, but lights are out on it. And it's this dark gray. And they shatter, like all fall to the ground, and because it's a long, tall crystal, like when you hit the pipe where the water comes out beside your house, but it's frozen, and it all comes out in one strand and hits the cement and shatters gently like that. It's like that. Just shatters all down. And everything's really quiet. None of the torches relight themselves magically. There's an eerie calmness to it.
Mizu's gonna turn to the two leaders and she's gonna point to Chunta on the ground and go, "I told you guys he was conspiring against you."
What did Junta do?
Read the book that I gave you.
Did you leave it with them?
Yeah.
Okay. They're going to go to the table and read it, and it's going to lay out Chunta's plan. Do I have Chunta's plan with me?
Yeah.
Okay, can you read it out loud for us? Thanks.
Yes, step 1, Chunta wine and dines Princess Celia to make contract for the island. Step 2, Chunta pays dirty tribe member to charm Princess Celia into adding secret clause. Step 3, Chunta uses contact to gain Sapphire tribe's favor. Step 4, uses Sapphire's favor to influence Sapphire leadership. Step 5, gain access to Hammerhead Jungle for dirty warriors. Step 6, kill most animals on the island and tribes forced to take more whale meat. Step 7, get Sapphire leader out and install lackey. And from out of the pages falls a note.
Read the note too.
I don't remember where it is.
There is a note signed O.
Yes, somewhere. I'm sure I'll find it. But basically what it says, and I hate that I can't find it right now. Oh, nothing.
We can roll some investigation checks if you want.
For real. Let me see if maybe I put it in a different folder. I have so many folders for D&D. This is so awkward.
It's crazy how many folders you need when you start DMing.
Oh, I got it. I got it. This is worth it. Okay, Chunta. To my devoted shaman Chunta, I trust this letter finds you in good health as your unwavering dedication has always assured. You have been a beacon of loyalty and servitude in these times of change, and your commitment to our shared cause has not gone unnoticed. I understand that you continue to work closely with the Merfolk, a critical alliance that has proven essential in our quest to ensure the safety of the children of this world.
Now he's over here hanging out with Olivine.
You're
Not the children of the world. Come on now, bro.
You're so late.
You've been through this.
There's a lot about loyalty. There's instructions. Call forth Safiri, the guardian of the abyss, to do as we have always planned. Make it appear as though the princesses of Azir have, through some unfortunate turn of fate, caused Safiri to rise and bring devastation to Sharkfood Island. This ruse is critical to our larger plan, as it will weaken Azir's standings with our allies, sowing discord among them.
I was right.
Yada yada, skip, skip, skip. A lot of genuflection towards Junta. Inside you will find enclosed a small scroll that, once read, will give you the great ability to ride with the waters. And in this time, I ask that you come to me in my tower. With profound gratitude and unwavering faith, Olivine. And there is no scroll.
It's probably
Which
the
leads
thing
me
that's
to believe
in
that
the
you can
water.
reach Olivine through the water. Okay, he got a little secret door. Now I'm nosy.
It's probably a very tall tower because he doesn't like the water.
Oh,
So
yeah,
if we're in the middle of the water, it's probably way up high.
It's at the
Insight
very
check.
tip of
No,
you know that?
history
Oh, yeah,
checks.
Oh,
History
dang it.
checks.
Mizu says, I'm confused. Isn't Olivine, like, dead?
Would
they
one of
put
the
it in?
books in my bag grant me advantage on this check?
History.
Ooh. No, because it's too new of a thing. The widespread culture of it in the books in Azir wouldn't be that far yet.
Got a 14.
I got a 15, which is currently the highest, unless someone hasn't rolled yet. Who is it? Oh.
I mean, that's good
Easy
enough
enough.
for for at least you guys to get, and then you can tell everybody if they don't get rolls good enough. You remember when you were in that chamber with Thadrin, and he was talking about his wife. There was a painting and stuff, and there was an image of the tundra of Silvernell from a distance, and it was shattered. And there was like a mention of a story about a crack that severed it from Cthulhu. Anyways, you remember that image of that tall 1,000-mile icy tundra with the white mountains and the old Bastion Kingdom where Olivine rules from. So it's essentially a huge tower, but it's really just 1,000 miles of land and then icy mountains where his building is on.
If I was gonna throw a fit and build and take a kingdom, I'd probably pick that one up there if I was, you know who. So.
Is he still there?
I don't think that knowledge is really spread around of his departure.
So we
perhaps
think
this was a
that
plan that was already
Chunta
happening.
yeah, we think Chunta just doesn't know.
Yeah, this might have been. I mean, we only recently found out a couple days ago, and so maybe this was just a plan that was already in motion. Oh well, this happened because this started last week, so it might have been like one of his last things. But that is good to know. We should ask some questions when we get to. Well, we should do some investigating when we get to Edothia. See what those, if we can find anything that the merfolks may be hiding. That's connected to all that ice. So perhaps there's a secret way to communicate with him more directly than we've been led to believe. But I would do like to say that my confusion was well warranted. He was going to destroy this island, and he had no plan to save it because he was a lackey. And that makes sense. I was giving him too much credit, thinking he was... It's Chunta. I shouldn't have thought he was the brains. More just the guy doing stuff. That adds
Why
up.
bother trying to get a lackey in the Sapphire Sun tribe then, if he's just going to destroy everything?
I think he just needed the pull so he could have 2 votes instead of just 1. And then Olivine destroying this makes us look bad because he hates his ear. It's, you know, this is a really big smear campaign for the princesses. So go us, honestly. Like, we are those girls. Like,
I mean, you guys can thank me later, but like, should we check on everybody outside just to like make sure they're okay? I mean. I'm loving
coming back.
I'm loving this moment, but I mean, I feel like we should
others,
check.
and I'm stressed. Yeah, we should check on other people. That's weird that she said that. Okay.
Okay, so as the leaders are looking over the book, and you guys go outside, and you witness a jungle that was almost 500 HP overhealed without a lot of damage taken. And that's after taking hits, 85 damage. So it probably was over 500. So this jungle looks very healthy. Yes, there is a crack that's dark gray in the middle where the river's draining, and we're going to have to deal with that. A lot of the reef is back up because of those wizards using their ability to keep it up. But the jungle and the island glows brighter, and all of its colors are more vibrant. And as you go outside and people are piecing things back together, you hear different people, you know, with their children crying gently, or people hugging each other. You smell breads and foods already starting to be made again. People are getting back to work to support the effort of this rehealing. The leaders are going to come out and tell you that they do not think that the grace of Safiri will ever come back. That the part of the tales of defeating Safiri and then she resets, they were either wrong or there was a higher meaning from Agba that they're supposed to gain from this. But they can feel this crystal is dust now. There's no magic enhancement. But perhaps that the people who use magic here and have trained under it for so long are better now because of it.
You don't need this crutch anymore.
You can thank me later.
Probably. You could probably just all get along now.
The grace of Safiri has ended, but the grace of the princesses has begun.
They love that, and also, okay, yes, they also thank you, Mizu, Princess Mizu. Thank you so much for coming and being here. And you really beat up Chunta, and they've kind of got a whole picture now. So they tell you, I think their first steps are they're definitely going to look through the warriors and just try to bring this island back together and figure out who has alliances and who has just been tricked, because apparently Chunta was very secretive, except for a book.
Perhaps I may suggest that while division is very useful sometimes, that you should also maybe not be as strict about it, so that way you can better vet who's talking behind your back. If you can talk to everybody.
Well,
but, you know.
they agree that this is a time to reshape how they live gently. But even the contract was bound to that, Crystal, so even the contract's gone, so they have no hardship. But also, this leaves them fully without that magic aid, which could have been Safiri as well, so they've got to be on high alert. But they feel positive about this, but unfortunately, they reached word from Polo, who had come back to tell everyone that leader Abukchi did not make it. I'm sorry.
Damn.
And
Up the hill or like at all?
Too soon.
he's going to look respectfully at the leaders, but just kind of look at you and be like,
He blew up.
That is something that we have not that we have to also investigate. That's a thing that's been going on, and I don't like that's kind of like spreading. I don't know if it's in the sea or if it's or where it's coming from. Honestly, to track that.
Give Abukchi anything?
huh?
Did Chunta present Leader Abukchi with a gift or a snack of some kind?
Like a cream.
Did Chunta?
Yes.
I heard he poisoned him or something. By giving him a thing.
They not like at an official event, not at a. It would have been private and unknown to them, and without some investigation and looking into it, there's no way to tell.
I mean, as long as it doesn't happen again, like, problem solved, right?
Well, I'm afraid that if we don't make sure that it was attached to this plan, then it might be... Because why is it the same as the murders that were happening in Azir?
Yeah, well, we do know that... Sorry, Mizu, but we do know that there seems to be an overarching thing that's happening. If Olivine's involved, then Chunta isn't just working alone, that he could be working with... that Olivine could have other forces around, and he could be the one who manufactured and or had some hand in dispersing this thing, because he just wants all the sea dead, and if he's never going to come here, so if it's some, infectious thing that maybe we ourselves are spreading, or, someone is spreading, that it destroys the sea, and he never comes here, so his problem's handled.
I think it may be wise to speak with Leader Abukchi's closest aides. Maybe they know of a private visit or exchange with Chunta or someone else.
Seer turns to the two remaining leaders. I know that we want to take things slow, but they mentioned there might be a party later on for the princesses, and then I think we just need to, that might be a good time to, maybe...
sign some autographs?
Yes.
Close. Speak to everyone and just kind of let them know what's going on, and maybe the princesses should have some help in. All the princesses should have some help in making sure that contracts and things are all neat and clean, and everyone's getting what they need. Just a couple extra eyes. Before we just leave you all, since you don't have your
Leader Hota is going to just give Shaman Takala a look and say some time might be needed. Perhaps tonight is not the right night. And Shaman Takala will look around him and see the vibrance of the island and the jungle and say, tomorrow morning, after everyone rests, we will begin the rebuilding of the island with a ceremony at Agba's temple, with words from the princesses of Azir, who helped save this island.
Chill.
I can do that.
Sounds good to me.
No complaints here.
Give some time to rest. Maybe we can fix some stuff.
Yeah.
And speaking of fixing stuff, I would totally like to apologize about the wreck that I made of Shalaria. So I want you guys to
rebuild it bigger and better, and then just send Daddy a bill for like whatever it cost.
But there's nothing here. Yay!
They both kind of look at each other. Could you pay for the materials from Azir to be shipped here?
Absolutely, I don't see a problem with that. I mean, just give us some whales that you guys kill every now and then. I mean, there's got to be an excess after the crazy fights that were going on out there. We can take a couple of those off your hands. We can ship you guys some materials.
We can write this up, turn
work
it into
something
a
out
contract.
good here later.
They bow graciously in the presence of the ones who literally just saved their islands and stopped an evil leader, and now you're letting them request the materials for a super ultimate Shalaria temple. Probably gonna involve some commemoration of you guys in it a little bit. Yeah.
Giant statues of us.
It is, to be clear, really late
We
at
like
night now.
statues.
It's not midnight, but it's getting close to midnight. So they're going to request everyone retreat for the night. You can stay in an inn here in this tribe because the coast of the Twilight Titan has been wiped. So,
Oh, all your new purchases.
I don't want to talk about it.
oh no, that's where your carriage was. I just thought about that, completely unrelated.
Yeah. I know you mentioned like the princess celebrations canceled and all, but I just want to clarify the after party for Venfira, is that also being pushed back, or are we like still doing
They're going
that?
to say that it will be combined as part of it.
Okay.
It'll be a full morning ceremony shift.
Cute.
Wow.
Will there be breakfast?
Yes.
Great.
Yes. So Celia knows that there's like a tradition on this island that like people bounce back from hardship, not on this scale usually, but bounce back from hardship very quickly. And there's the community is strong in the tribes. It's like the good stuff for the trade-off of being so brutal about staying in your own tribes. The good side is they're harmonious together. So yeah, you each have a room in this like sandy stone inn that's nearby. It's really late at night. You get your own room. What do you guys want to do? You have time for a long rest.
Yeah, I know. I'm personally.
Yeah.
Just everyone just going straight to bed?
I am.
Yeah.
She is thinking about things that she needs to do to help fix this island, because she wants to prep spells. So I guess she's kind of walking in, like she wants to like take a little like walk about, and just kind of like examine like what's going on, because she knows that like the trees are all crazy, but she's like, you mentioned like a water problem, so she's kind of like looking to assess so she can go to bed and like sleep about it and have new spells ready, if you know what I mean. So that's how she like spends like a little bit of her time before she like goes back to bed. It's like a night walk to be like, wow, it looks a lot better now that it's been powered by princesses and not a giant shark. And so she's just like walking around figuring out what's up. She's an elemental girl.
Roll a nature check.
Okay. It's not gonna be great. It could be.
Amazing.
It could
It's
be.
gonna be so.
It could be so good. It's a 5.
It's all too beautiful.
What's your
Wow, it's so-
modifier?
it's
Do
so
you not
big,
have an
0.
intro modifier?
Oh,
No, that's an intelligence skill. I don't got no intelligence. Isn't that so weird?
You've been walking around on this island long enough to know that like it feels enhanced in a way. It feels fresh and new, but
Make a survival check.
beyond that, the plant attacks you. No, I'm just kidding.
That'll be better. What does it need to
But
survive
it is
here?
a nice, walk. It is really beautiful out. The moon is very bright. And it's very close. The waters are completely still. You hear laughing off in the distance of some parties going on some places, people trying to get some cheer back, telling stories, kids pretending to be Safiri, while parents are like, cut that out. Yeah, you see community.
I guess the only thing I'm really looking for is there like too much water on land? Like, is it like the rivers that come through? Is it any like overflooding
No,
of that?
it's the opposite. It's
Okay.
because of that big crack. It looks like the water stops. It's like
Nice.
pouring in, so the whole river looks like it's dried out.
Oh.
starting
Driver
like
was not
you go
good.
like when you're in the Salty Scar tribe and you jump into the lane, you kind of are in rocks for a while, and then you kind of come out with the sun in Anchorage. From that point down is kind of drying up and like water kind of caving. There's like a low level of water, like maybe 10, 15 feet down in the very center of that crack. Like it's still there. It's just found a deeper chasm. But also there's hundreds of dead fish lining the inside that have stopped flapping and instead falling
Better
into
cook
the
them up
crack.
fast.
Gotcha. Okay. Much appreciated. She's gonna think about that while she preps some spells. Because she can like affect nature and
Anybody
landforms,
else?
so she's like,
Anybody else? Or just going to sleep? Celia, you going to sleep?
Definitely a stiff drink. You know, you got to do some stretches after a big workout like that. You don't want to like overwork your muscles at all. So probably a little bit of yoga. Write in a journal. Talk about their day. Let's see. Put on a sleep mask. Go to bed.
Not that self-care.
As you drift off to sleep or start feeling peace that was kind of promised at the beginning of this island, really, and you dwell and think back and break down, like we all do at night sometimes, all our actions, what we could have done different, you learn from that experience. Go ahead and throw yourself 2,000 experience points
I'll do that.
for what you've gone through and what you've accomplished here. And as you think about the leadership here of Chunta and why that was bad and why he was so obvious, and just like that whole negativity to what you guys know very well is like a government, an organization, like your family runs it really well. I want you all to like really feel a little bit closer to each other, because like you at least now know yours is better than Shark Food Island's, even if you have problems at home. So therefore gain another 600 experience points.
Aww.
so just a little ego gets you fired in life.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just gaining some experience. And that's it for the night. Thank you guys for
Oh
playing.
my god, thank you.
That was fun.
That was
Yeah.
fun. Thank you so much.
Good times, good times.
Colossal.
Super
Danny.
creative combat. I love that.
Colossal fun.
Okay, well, thank you guys for watching. If you're still there with us, we hope you had a good time. Tune in this Friday for Into the Expanse, episode 30, and we will see everybody next time. Thank you for playing. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.